In this class, we'll try to learn about adrenal medulla. The learning objectives of this class will be give structural organization of adrenal glands, name hormones secreted from adrenal glands, list the hormones secreted from adrenal medulla, give the steps of synthesis of catecholamines, apply the knowledge of understanding metabolism of catecholamines in diagnosing the excess or deficiency of catecholamines, describe the functions of catecholamines, classify and understand the difference between functions of epinephrine, norepinephrine, especially their cardiovascular effects, outline the role of catecholamines in uh, in fight or flight response, learn the physiological basis of features, diagnosis, and treatment of pheochromocytoma. There are two adrenal glands, each one located on the upper pole of each kidney. Each adrenal gland consists of two distinct endocrine glands, one surrounding the other. The inner adrenal medulla surrounded by the outer adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex consists of three layers. The outer zone of adrenal gland, that is adrenal cortex, forms about 80 to 90% of the total gland. The inner zone, adrenal medulla, consists of 10 to 20% of the gland. Developmentally and functionally, these glands are two separate endocrine glands. Adrenal cortex develops from mesodermal tissue and secretes steroid hormones, whereas adrenal medulla develops from neuroectodermal tissue related to sympathetic ganglia. Therefore, it secretes catecholamines. So, this is the structure of the adrenal glands, where they are present on the superior pole of each kidney, and these are the different layers of the adrenal gland, and the innermost layer is adrenal medulla. The weight of adrenal gland is about 5 to 10 grams. The gland is highly vascular and receives blood from three sources: branches of aorta, renal artery, and phrenic arteries. The arterial blood supply enters the sinusoidal capillaries of the cortex and then drains into the medullary venules. The arrangement exposes the adrenal medulla to the high concentration of corticosteroids secreted from the cortex. The adrenal gland essential for survival in general. They play important role in the following physiological process of the body. They're important for homeostasis of energy stores, control the fluid volume and extracellular environment of cells, supply the substrate for generation of ATP in the cells, regulation of intermediary metabolisms, and control immunological mechanisms, and they're important for regulation of functions of various organ systems. Adrenal medulla. Unlike hormones of the adrenal cortex, adrenal medullary hormones are not very essential for survival. However, they help in the individual to cope with emergencies. Adrenal medulla, by secreting catecholamines, assist the individual to prepare for the fight or flight responses and also assist in meeting the metabolic requirements of the body in hypoglycemic emergency, in addition to their effects on their systemic functions. Adrenomedullary hormones. The major hormones secreted from adrenal medulla are catecholamines, epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine. In addition, secretion of catecholamines, the gland also secretes following peptides: adrenomedullin, enkephalins, beta endorphins, neuropeptide white, and chromogranin. Catecholamines are synthesized from amino acid phenylephrine and tyrosine. Conversion of tyrosine to dopa catalyzed by tyrosine hydroxylase and dopa to dopamine by decarboxylase. Norepinephrine is formed by hydroxylation and decarboxylation of tyrosine. Epinephrine is formally by methylation of norepinephrine by phenylethylamine N-methyltransferase, that is PNMT. After synthesis, the hormones are stored in the granules of chromaffin cells before they secreted into venous blood. So this is how medullary hormones are synthesized from phenylalanine, which gets converted into tyrosine, then dihydroxy phenylalanine, which is dopa, because by decarboxylase it gets converted into dopamine, then norepinephrine by dopamine beta hydroxylase, so then to epinephrine by PNMT. Catecholamine secretion from the adrenal medulla increases in following condition: during exercise, hypoglycemia, trauma, physical injury, anger, anxiety, pain, and cold. The main mechanism of secretion in these conditions is sympathetic stimulation. The hypoglycemia is a strong stimulus for catecholamine release. So this is how the epinephrine and norepinephrine they are metabolized. They are metabolized into metanephrine, 3-methoxy, 4-hydroxy mandelic acid, and 3-methoxy, 4-hydroxy mandelic acid. And norepinephrine gets converted into normetanephrine, 3-methoxy hydroxy mandelic aldehyde, and 3-methoxy 4-hydroxy mandelic acid. Dopamine is degraded by uh, MA, MAOs, and it gets converted into homovalenic acid and 3-methoxytryptamine, which gets excreted in the urine. Catecholamines act on alpha and beta receptors. There are three types of beta receptors: beta 1, beta 2, and beta 3, and two types of alpha receptors: alpha 1 and alpha 2. The alpha 1 and alpha 2 receptors have three subtypes. Epinephrine and norepinephrine act on both alpha and beta receptors. The beta 1, beta 2, and beta 3 receptors are coupled to adenyl cyclase. Therefore, catecholamine action through these receptors mediated by increasing the cyclic AMP in the cell. Alpha 2 receptors coupled with inhibitory G protein. Therefore, binding of catecholamines with these receptor decreases the cyclic AMP in cells. The alpha 1 receptor is coupled to phosphatidyl inositol in the membrane. So these are the mechanism action of various catecholaminergic receptors. Okay, so alpha 1 it increases IP3, DHG in calcium. Alpha 2 it decreases cyclic AMP. Beta 1 it increases cyclic AMP. Beta 2 and beta 3 also they are going to increase the cyclic AMP levels. These are the major actions of the catecholamines. Through beta receptors, the epinephrine has a predominant action than norepinephrine. Over the alpha receptors, norepinephrine has a predominant action than epinephrine. So, through the beta receptors, they increases the glycogenolysis, glyconeogenesis through beta receptors, increases the lipolysis through beta 3 and beta 2 receptors. They increase insulin secretion through beta receptors, increase glucagon secretion, they increase muscle potassium uptake, they increase cardiac contractility, they increase heart rate through beta 1 receptors, increase conduction velocity through beta 1. They causes arterial dilatation which decrease the blood pressure through the beta 2 receptor. They causes increase in the muscle relaxation that of GI, urinary and bronchial muscles through beta receptors. Whereas alpha receptors they increase the gluconeogenesis through alpha 1, increase glycogenolysis through alpha 1, they decrease the insulin secretion through alpha 2 receptors, they increase the cardiac contractility through alpha 1 receptors, they causes increase arteriolar constriction through alpha which is going to increase the blood pressure. They increase the sphincter contraction through alpha 1 receptors and pupillary dilation through alpha 1 receptor activity. Pheochromocytoma is a tumor of adrenal medulla that occurs due to the hyperplasia of chromaffin cells. Proliferation of chromaffin cells of paraganglion is associated with this condition. Most of the pheochromocytomas produce both epinephrine and norepinephrine. Therefore, the concentration of epinephrine and norepinephrine is very high. The most common features is sustained hypertension. The disease is associated with increased metabolic rate, profuse sweating, extreme tachycardia and high BP, hyperglycemia and loss of appetite and body weight. In this disease, though though there is a continuously high secretion of catecholamines, typically there are episodes of excess of catecholamine release. The burst of catecholamine secretion is usually occurs following rapid change in the posture or regular physiological events that stimulate sympathetic system. This manifests with severe headache, tachycardia, palpitation, extreme anxiety, perspiration, either pallor or flushing, severe rise in the blood pressure, and feeling of impending death. Diagnosis is established by detecting increased concentration of catecholamines in blood when the patient is in recumbent uh, and at rest. Urinary excretion of metanephrine and VMA also increases. Treatment is by surgical removal of the tumor. The systemic improvement occurs with the administration of beta blockers. So this is all about the adrenal medulla, the hormone secreted by adrenal medulla, and some of the applied aspects related to adrenal medulla. Thank you.